Actually, you should be starting this. I'm holding the mic, but this is your show, right?
But it's your mic.
I don't know. How do we split? How do we solve this? No, you hold the mic.
I'll hold the mic. I'll potentially be doing the interview.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So we came out back. Mike stopped in today and
borrowed the truck.
Borrowed the truck so that he could get some hay bales or straw bales. I think is really
straw bales, not hay bales.
There is a difference,
right? Because Robbie kept using them interchangeably, and a lot of people do, but
right.
You know, but these are actually straw bales.
So if you take a look, what are you going to do with these straw bales now?
I have no idea. Okay, that's the end of the interview.
That's a great way to garden. We have no idea.
Look at these. Get that pan down here, Peggy. We're sitting on this. It's like being back on the farm, right, Ron?
So. Just the smell of it all just comes right back, you know.
That's me.
Oh, that's
okay,
you.
That's me.
You smell that good.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so what we've got here is we've got these straw bales, and we're going to plant into them. And one of the things we learned today from our farmer is that you want to plant on the cut side here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's two sides, the long side and the cut side, and that's where. And what you do is you treat the bales, you fertilize. It takes about 3 weeks, and you can. Joel Karsten is the guy who's kind of popularized it, although this has been done for centuries, probably.
Sure.
And
we did it by mistake on the farm when we were growing up.
Exactly. Yeah, you would leave a straw bale, and then it would sprout stuff, right?
Sure.
Except
this way a little bit.
Okay.
You guys are totally in shadow.
Okay. So we're getting a little camera angle action here. Okay. So what you do is you fertilize. You add fertilizer in here. You add water for about 3 weeks, and then your bale is primed. And then if you put a little soil here, if you're going to do it by seed,
okay,
then you put a little thin layer of soil and you put your seed in. When the plant germinates, the roots are going to go right down into the bale and just grow in the bale, because the bale is decomposing, creating soil on the inside.
Sure. Actually,
and that's how it works. And then the nutrients will be there and the plants will grow.
And so do you have to do a fresh bale every year, or can you?
You know, that's a really good question. I'm just experimenting with this now. A guy, Joel Karsten, I mentioned, you can get his book, Straw Bale Garden. He's got 3 books out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think basically it's good for 1 year, but you might get away with 2. After that, they start to crumble, and you know, it's decomposing the whole time.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Exactly. That's how it feeds the plant.
And you're going to do this right here in the parking lot on blacktop.
Well, I'm hoping we.
You're going to give it a try.
That's
right underneath the antenna.
That's the radio tower that Peggy is shooting there. So
sure.
We might as well do it and get all the RF frequency
effects that we can.
Yeah, well, and we'll irradiate ourselves and
sure.
the bales, and that ought to be really cool.
Yeah, so it'll be nice and clean. Everything will be radiated. It'll be perfect.
Even the mosquitoes will get radiated.
See, so perfect.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe we should leave a couple here, and I think we should grow a couple of plants back here.
Just try it.
I think we're going to do that.
Do you have anything to lose?
My dignity.
What, that Mike Nowak can't grow anything?
I said, I've killed so many plants. I'm way past that.
See,
okay.
So what's the big deal? Let's do it.
Well, okay. And you know, if we do that, the only problem is you got to treat them every day until they're ready. So that means we're gonna have to figure out how to. I have to teach the radio engineers how to do that if I'm not here.
No,
Andrew and Randall, yeah.
We rig up a 55-gallon drum that we set in the tower, and then we'll have a timer that will release it, gravity fed, into this, so that way you don't have to worry about it.
I love the fact that he's working on the tech side of this. It's like the home improvement construction side.
Sure. So that's easy.
And on your show today, Robbie said, well, what's the benefits of doing this? Well, for one thing, we could grow this on asphalt here. We've got asphalt. You can grow stuff there if you don't have a lot of room in your garden, or if the soil's contaminated, or like in my case at home, I've grown tomatoes in my backyard for the same place for the last couple of years. You don't want to do that anymore. I'm thinking
rotating.
I don't have I have very little sun in my Chicago backyard, so I'm finding the best sun for my potatoes and my tomatoes, but they're in the same family and you don't want to grow them in the same place every year, so you got to mix things up.
Is there anything you can't grow in a hay bale?
Joel said like onions, right?
Yeah, onions, corn.
Corn is not great.
Well, it needs a good root base to grow that tall.
Exactly, yeah. I got a feeling that you get a good wind, it'll just go.
Right.
I have no idea, but
vertical gardening
But yeah, you can do vertical. You can grow beans. You can grow pretty much anything. Joel said there were a couple, because we interviewed him on the show recently, and he said just a couple of things you can't grow, but pretty much anything else that you want to grow to put on your table, you can do it in a straw bale.
Excellent. All right. Well, Mike Nowak, thank you, sir. Appreciate
pleasure.
it. And we'll check in next time. Maybe we'll stop back here in a couple months.
You might want to put that mic
see how things are going.
right there.
Is that how that works?
That's how it works.
It goes like, well, I'm used to working with
never-
Robbie. No. Robbie talks like this all the time. So I'm used to working with her. That's how that works.
Okay. So it's
Thanks.
infected you.
Exactly.
Okay.
We'll see you later. Thanks.